walk under his huge legs and peep around to find ourselves dishonourable graves. Men at some time, the masters of their fates. The fault, dear Brutus, lies not in the stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings. Brutus and Caesar. What should be in that Caesar? Why should his name be sounded more than yours? Right. Sorry. Sound them. Yours is as fair a name. Sound them, it doth become the mouth as well. Weigh them, it is as heavy. Conjure with them, it doth start a spirit as soon as Caesar. Now in the names of all the gods at once, upon what meat is this our Caesar be that he is grown so great? Age, thou art shamed. Rome has lost the breed of noble bloods.
And you're in a theatre, so I'm going to allow you to clap.
Oh, thank you.
Well done, Anthony.
Okay.
So, and I am going to ask Gemma. Gemma, yes you can. Gemma, tell Anthony one improvement he needs to make from your position of an audience. You're there-ish. Louder. Yeah, lovely. It was lovely. And you've got this gorgeous vocal clarity, but I could hear you weren't doing the full breathing. Yeah. It's that, don't forget, punctuation. Where there's a comma, Shakespeare's not just saying, have a scissor. Shakespeare's saying, breathe and push out. You're never a passive breather, not in classical. Okay, those commas are there for a purpose. But it was good. Well done. Who's next, Joe? Roman! Up you go, into your position. Oh, find your way, quick. Bit of light for you. Okay. Here we go.
This foul Egyptian hath betrayed me. My fleet hath yielded to the foe, and yonder they cast their caps up and carouse together like friends long lost. Triple-turned whore, 'tis thou that hast sold me to this novice. My heart makes only war on thee. Bid them all fly, for when I am a friend, revenged upon my charm, I have done all. Bid them all fly, be gone. O son, thy uprise I shall see no more. Fortune and Antony part here. Even here do we shake hands. The heart that spanieled me at heels, to whom I gave that all. To whom I gave their all. Do this candy melt their sweets on blossoming Caesar, and this pan is bark that overtopped them all. I am betrayed, oh this false soul of Egypt, this grave charm.
So impressed because you didn't panic it. You didn't panic it, okay? Repeated the line and it came back. And you only did it once, not 14 times. Well done. So, Anthony, one piece of advice here for Roman. What do you think? Okay. Well, we'll see how yours are, shall we?
Oh, I know.
Okay. Anthony, one piece of advice. What would you suggest to Roman?
Could just be slightly louder, because it was slightly a bit small from the front row.
So it's consistency,
Yeah.
isn't it? Okay? Because you started really loud, and that's a normal thing that we do. When we're back here, we're quite well aware that you're all there, so we've got to breathe and open our mouths, but then we come closer, and you all get closer, and we go, oh, God. and we close up a little bit and we stop projecting so much. When you get to the front, blast them. And the other thing is, eye lines. Don't forget you're talking to someone. Where's he positioned? I'm on stage, don't talk, but I'm on stage. He's there. So I think you really need to establish, because he doesn't do what you say. So you say, first of all, bid them all fly, and he doesn't. So then you can turn round, and he's not doing as he's told. So that's an opportunity for bid them all fly, be gone! To take that towards him. Okay? Just add that into your blocking to re-establish it. Well done, though.
Cheers, fam.
Well done, thank you. Okay, Joe, who is next?
Carrick?
Carrick! Tis Carrick. Come on, Carrick.
Carrick.
Down you come. I'm going to fix these curtains.
Stephanie Crumpishly.
Okay. Okay, audience.
She actually did. She went like...
Audience. What I want you to do is use this as an opportunity as well, because don't forget, between shows, and especially you'll find this when we do the Christmas show, there are crossover times, okay? And you can have a minute and a half, 2 minutes, sometimes longer, when there's not much happening, because we've got to change the whole set, we've got to change the techies around and stuff. Be an audience, so keep it down. Okay, remember, it's a working space. You've got to make sure that you're giving everyone the chance to get ready to do it. Okay, Carrick. Here we go.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often interred. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus have told you that Caesar was ambitious. If it was so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously have answered it. Here under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man, so are they all honourable men. Come, I too speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. He brought captives home to Rome. Whose ransoms did the general coffers fill? Did Caesar seem ambitious? When the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. We all saw on the Lupercal, I thrice presented him a crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, Brutus is an honourable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke of, but I am here now to speak what I do know. You all loved him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? O judgment, thou art returned to Brutus' beats, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is there in the coffin with Caesar, and I must pause till it return to me.
All right, Carrick, well done. Breathe. You're all right. Roman.
What's the question?
One thing you could do to just improve that, okay? I'm not going to let you say lines, because that's an obvious one, but that could go for everyone. We can always improve lines. Give me one other thing.
Twitching his fingers a lot, but that was obviously because he was,
Was that character or was that... Oh, God.
That was character.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. In that case, what you have to do then is make sure that it doesn't look like we've got nervy actor things. Remember the whole sort of the hands are there and suddenly they start doing that on the trials because you're going, oh, God, I'm acting. Okay, what you need to do is make that more obvious.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something like that as part of a character, bring it up. Bring it to the face. Play it here. Because obviously a nervy actor's not going to do that. If we bring the hands up and we're playing it here, we're playing it within this little box of performance. So the audience can't mistake that for anything else, okay? So maybe work that in.
Yeah.
Hey, the lines are there, it's joining them up.
It's because I was basing it on what you said last week with the character, how this would be like he's never spoken in public. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah, so he would have been a little bit nervous and stuff.
Oh, the nervousness is there, but play it up even more.
Yeah.
Play it here, so I can see the nerves. And then, as the piece goes on, the nerves dissipate, they go lower, and it ends up in that stance. But well done, it's getting there.
Right.
It is getting there, well done. Who's next, Joe?
Tony.
Tony, come on, lovely. Okay. Well done. Okay, Humber. So. Right, so. Get out there. Come on. Raise Satan, that's what we need to do here. Come on. Okay. You can give us a full thunderstorm on this one, Sandy. Oh, you know what? Okay. When you're ready, off we go. Best of luck, Tony.
Have I not reason, bedlams as you are, saucy and overbold? How did you dare to trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and fears of death? And I, your mistress of charms, close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part, or show the glory of our art. And which is worse all you have done, hath been but for a wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who as others do, loves for his own ends and not for you. But make amends now, get you gone, and at the pit of Acheron, meet me at the morning. Thither he will come to know his destiny. Your vessels and your spells provide, your charms and everything besides. I am for the air, this night. This night I'll spend it to a dismal and fatal end. Great business must be wrought ere noon. Upon the corner of the moon, there hangs a vapour's drop profound. I'll catch it, ere it goes to the ground. And that distilled by magic's lights shall raise such artificial spirits, as by the strength of their illusion shall draw him unto his confusion. He shall spurn his fate, spawn his death, and bear. He hopes but wisdom, grace, and fear. And you all know security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Hark! I am called, my little spirit see, sits in a foggy cloud and stays for me.
Well done, Tim.
Thank you.
Okey-doke. Carrick.
No, I'll have twice.
Carrick, one improvement Tony could make there. So it's the constancy of volume. That's fine. So much more confident than last week. You're
Yeah.
controlling that now. Well done. That's really good. Hello, Ray. I am going to overrun.
Can I borrow you for one sec?
Excuse me. Who's next? Gemma, up you go.
tree. Tin of beans.
Right. We're going to keep going, and then we can all go home.
Nice.
Yeah? But how about that? If we just keep going till we've seen everyone's, we'll be finishing it, and then I'll have eaten up a lot of Rachel's time. There's no point in that, and then you can just go.
Hey,
Okay.
wise man once said hey.
Oh, yeah. Who knew? What? No? No, we'll just do this. All right, so. Oh, hello, we're off. Yes, go on, Jeb. All right. Off you go, Jeb.
Shall I speak ill of him? That is my husband. Ah, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name when I, the wife of 3 hours, have mangled it? But wherefore, villain, dost thou kill my cousin? The cousin villain would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your negative spring. Your tribunity drops belong to woe which you mistaking offer up to joy. My husband lives, the Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead that would have slain my husband. All this comfort, wherefore weep I then?
Good. Tony, one piece of advice for Gemma then. Well, maybe find someone to move if it fits. Native spring. Native, not negative. That was really nice. Yeah, that was lovely.
A lot more emotional.
Yeah, you're really sort of playing the emotion on your face and not being scared. Well done. Okay, good. Next. Valentina. Off you go. Get your chair in position. We need to position a chair before the blackout. Hello. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't know. Right, we need to position the chair. Hold your blackout. Yeah. She needs to sit down. You're just staring at one where your house is not.
About there, or...
Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's get into a blackout. And off we go.
Romeo. Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not be sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. 'Tis but thy name is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What Montague? It's nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. It be some other name. By any other name, it's rather sweet. So, Romeo, would were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes, and without that title, Romeo, doff thy name, and take for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
Well done, Val. Gemma, one piece of advice to Val. Go on, anything. What do you reckon? I'll throw one in. Okay. What we need to do is work on your voice, just letting go a little bit more. Okay, it's really good, and I think you can really play at the end. That take all myself is basically what you're doing is you're going, oh, just have me. So you can play it like that. Okay, play it like that. You can play it up. It's a campo play, Romeo and Juliet.
Thank you.
Oh, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Doesn't excuse that.
The players camp, trotting like a pony. Anyway, right, who's next? Tom. Up you go, without your chairs.
Literally. Was the missus?
Okay. Off we go.
Why are father yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous? And that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear that I'll stay with thee. In this palace of dim night, never depart again. Here will I remain, with worms far thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from world-weary flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh yeah, doors of breath sealed with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory taste. From this departure, now run at once to this dashing rocks, seasick, weary bark. Here's to my love. Oh, true apocryphy. The drugs run quick. Fuss with a kiss. I die.
Valentine. What would you say?
When he's like on the side, there's people like be able to see it.
Yeah.
Right. Good. Okay. Always remember those people. All those people. When you're on stage, it's simply to do with playing it to the corners. Okay, the moment that you go into profile, it's great if there's a camera there that you're playing to, but you're not. You're playing to these people, and they've paid as much as they have. So you play to the corner of the theatre or the corner of the theatre. My one point is when you reveal the weapon, don't be quite so triumphant, because you just needed a ta-da, like that. It needs to just be slow and fearful. And when you take the poison, it would have been hemlock. And what hemlock does is it disintegrates the lungs. So the moment that you sort of like knock that back, there should be a big intake of breath and a big noise as you start to bring your own lungs up.
Okay.
Okay? Lovely. It burns through. Hemlock, it's acidic, it just burns. Yes. Right, so you drown from the inside. Who's next? Lucas?
Lucas!
Just Scott.
I'm
I'm gonna get there. Sorry.
Okay, here we go. Off we go.
Jess's scars, I never felt a wound.
But what light through yonder? Window breaks. It's the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is sick and pale with grief. That thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vessel, livery, is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? That was kind of the sign of finish.
And
Where did you go?
my memory is so bad, and I blame the 1990s. Who went last? Tom, it was you.
I blame the 90s.
Oh, I was back in the cave for a moment. Bit of advice.
I feel like the movements were a bit too cartoony.
Constrain.
Well noticed.
They were a lot less than they could have been. Okay, but constrain the hand movement. Okay? Gesture should be something that's really used at crucial moments. You are being a bit too... That's Georgian theatre. This is French Georgian. Okay? We pull that in. No French Georgian. Don't do that. Just keep it to the sides, okay? But it's getting there. That's nice. Next!
Just go.
Okay. Chloe, up you go. Oh, we're nearly there. Only a few more. And you can all go home early. Okay. Chloe, off we go. Shh.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint, cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. I shall challenge them to confront me. Nurse, what shall I do here? What if this mixture do not work at all? Then should I be married tomorrow morning? No, no, this shall not forbid it. Lie thou there.
Chloe, well done. Well done. Right, Tom, then who was next? Lucas. Hello. Right. Advice.
Maybe like look up to the audience and walks. Kind of felt like it was projected downwards a lot.
Yeah, okay. I think always something you should all do in theatre. Head should be like that. Okay? It's like that or higher. The moment you start playing that, you got an out. Okay? So you're right. Mid or up. Okay? These are good places to look. These windows, when you're performing in G2. Okay? Very handy. I'll occasionally appear at them and wave to you when we're doing the recordings. But use those as your points to look towards. Okay? What?
We were getting a right.
Oh, good Lord.
We were getting.
It was deliberate. I sell these for the pilot. Right! I'm very tired. Gemma, who's next? Emily. Up you go, my love. Big, powerful, cat-like. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learnt by their perfected rapport they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burnt in desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood rapt in the wonder of it, came missive from the king, who all hailed me, Thane of Codor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and preferred me to the coming on of time, with Hail King, that shall be. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightest not lose the dues of rejoicing. By being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee, lay it to thy heart, and farewell.
Okay. Chloe, yes, I know, thank you. Chloe! Oh, got it. Right, Chloe. No, come on. We all have to critique.
Best friends are the best people to get country.
Bearing in mind the comment that I said that you should all be doing before. What was the comment that I said about 2 minutes ago that everyone should be doing? Use that. So your advice would be? Right, yes you are. But I'd play it so that, I don't know if I'd even be stood. I think I'd just maybe bring it over about here, feels about right, in the light. And then I'd have the letter there so that you can play it out like that and the audience can still see everything. So you just hold that letter like that and read it. It doesn't feel natural and it doesn't look natural, but you're a witch anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's natural. Okay? So just let's look on that blocking. Don't be nervous. Don't hide your face on it. Okay, next. Charlie, up you go. Don't panic. It's all good. Okay. And off we go.
O comfortable friar, where is my lord? I remember well where I should be. And there I am. Where is my Romeo? Go hence, for I shall not away. What's here? Closed in my true love's hand. Poison. I see hath been his timeless end. Oh, chill. Drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I'll kiss thy lips. Happily sun, poison, doth yet hang on them. Thy lips warm. happy breeze. Oh, happy dagger. This is the sheath. Pair of rust. And let me die.
Well done. Emily, what would you say? One thing. Yeah, I mean, we could look at opening the stage out a little bit more, but I think that's a good idea. We'll look at that next week, but let go on the emotions a little bit more. That sort of noise then. That's it, yeah. Okay, bigger. She can scream and cry. She can really go for it.
I'd say yes, it would be a little loud almost because when you saw him dead, you were like, oh, he's dead.
No, I was trying hard, but I was like, maybe let's like.
Yeah, that's all right, don't worry. Don't worry. But just let go with it when you can. But that was nice. Okay, well done. Joe, who's next?
Lucas.
Steph? Off we go. Go.
Yet, here's a spot. Out, damn spot! Out, I say! 1, 2, why? And 'tis time to do it. Hell is making. Fire, my lord, fire! What need we fear, who knows it, when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? Fain of I had a wife. Where is she now? What would these hands there be clean? Yet here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia could not sweeten this little hand. Oh! Wash your hands, put on your nightgown, look not so pale. To bed! To bed! There's knocking on the gate. Come, come, give me your hand. What's done could not be undone. To bed! To bed. To bed.
Good. Well done. Charlie, what do you think?
That was pretty good. Pretty good. There's a lot of emotion in there, very a lot of emotion. But I'm still a bit shaking after my acting, so it's all tweaking.
Okay. Okay, what I think you've got, what you've got there, Steph, feels like a rounded piece of theatre, which is literally, you've got a beginning, a middle, and an end. You've given it sort of a whole performance context. So it works really nicely. I think the one point where I want you to let go on is the Thane of Fife had a wife, where is she now? You can lose your shit there. Because your husband had little babies murdered while they slept, literally stabbed to death in their cots. That's the one thing that she can't cope with, and that's why she's going into a psychosis.
Okay.
And if you want to really go for it, research what it's like to have a psychotic episode, because that's what this is. Okay?
I need to let it go.
Okay. Who's next? Luca. Off you go. And then we only got three left after this. Okay? 5? Oh, God. Right. Okay. Off we go.
Oh, no doubt, my good friends, but the gods themselves have provided that I shall have much help from you. How would you be my friends else? Why have you that charitable title from thousands? Did not you Chi-Fi belong to my heart? I have told more of you to myself than you can speak with modesty in your own behalf. And this far, I can confirm you. Oh, you gods, think I? What need we have friends? If we should near have them, have need of them. They were the most needless creatures living. Should we near have use of them? And would most resemble sweet instruments hung up in cases that keep their sounds to themselves. Why? I have often wished myself poorer, that I might come nearer to you. We are born to do benefits, and what better or proper can our own then, the riches of our friends. Oh, what a precious comfort 'tis to have so many, like brothers, commanding one another's fortunes. Oh joy, Ian made a way. Ian's can be born. Mine eyes can hold out water. Methinks, to forget their faults, I drink to you.
Steph, what do you
It was so great.
I think you should give it, and then the next person can just carry on like
I will go with that. So that was a lot of movement.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know, it's because I didn't know the words.
It's all
I
right.
was like,
Just be brave. Don't
Yeah.
walk about.
yeah.
Okay? Use your stage presence. Use the line. Shh. Use all that. Sell it to us. Okay?
Yeah.
You can do that. Okay? So let's look at the blocking next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good. That was good. There's a good performance there. Well done. Who's next? Adam.
Oh, we finally get to see him, Mark.
Shut up.
Okay. Off we go.
My lord, for Helen told me of their stealth, of their stairways hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them, for Helen in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god, in which my childhood I did dote upon, and on faith, the virtue of mine eye. To only Helena. To her, my lord. To her, my lord. I was betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But, like in sickness, did I loathe this food, but as in health. But as in health. I love it. Wish it, hope for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Well done. Steph.
I forgot so many lines then.
I don't know, I should fucking
Okay, bro. Come on. Shh. Give us one bit of feedback that you can give him.
Maybe come forward.
Yeah, move a bit more. You just stay still.
Yeah, right at the back. Don't hide. Okay, that's really important. Don't hide. And one crucial thing that's really important for all of you. If it goes wrong, if you forget your lines, then when you're walking off stage, don't go, I just forgot so many lines. Because obviously I'm marking you. Okay? And don't highlight your errors. Don't worry on this occasion. Don't highlight your errors. If anything, talk about how brilliant you were. Okay? Who's next? Up you go. Oh, there's a lot of you.
It's not like that.
Okie dokie. And here we go.
Oh, that this too slew with flesh and melt, foul, resolve something to do, or that the everlasting and not fixes canon, against self-slaughter. Oh God, how weary, steel, flat, and unprofitable seem to be all the uses of this world. Phi unto a phi, the some weed garden that grows a seed, things rank, gross in nature, opposes it merely. But should it come to this, 2 months dead, nay, not so much, not 2, next unto a king. To this Hyperion, to a sitter, so loving to my mother, that he might not between the winds of heaven.
Yes. Look. No. Aaron. What do we think? Go on. Right, okay. So, think about that sentence structure. Think about the point you're trying to get across. Okay? Get that projection up. Okay, really get the projection up. What? Ah, right, okay. So you need to make sure you're at least matching our background sound. Who's next? Well, no. Mikey? How many to go? 2 to go. Okay. Here we go.
Our course will seem too bloody, Kai's cases, to cut the head off and then hack the limbs. Like wrath and death, we must envy afterwards. For Antony is but a limb of Caesar. Let us be sacrificers, but not butchers, Caius. We'd all stand up against the spirit of Caesar, and in the spirit of men, there is no blood. Oh, that then we could come by Caesar's spirit, and not dismember Caesar, but Alice. Caesar must bleed for it, but not wrathfully. Let's carve him as a dish for the hounds, and for the gods, not hew him as a carcass, fit for the gods. As subtle masters do stiff up their sentence to an act of rage, and after seem to chide, this shall make our purpose necessary and not envious, which so appearing to the common exes we shall be called purgers, not murderers. And for Mark Antony, think not of him.
Okay, good. As is. Some feedback, please. Okay. I think it's a question of bringing that sort of like the performance out, and that will give it the feeling of filling the space. I think it's just that we need to look at there. So you're right, and that will fill the space, yeah. Next. What? Lewis. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Blow winds and crack your cheeks. Rage, blow. You cataracts and hurricanes, spout till you have drenched our steeples. Drown the cocks. You sulphurous and thought-executing fires. Vaughn couriers to oak, cleaving thunderbolts. Sings my white head, and thou all shaking thunder. Strike flat the thick rundituity of the world. All Germans spill at once. That makes ungrateful man.
Very powerful. Who was Mikey? Bit of feedback. What? Breathing. What about it?
It was because you were so like aggressive with your role when you were speaking. You were, but like because you had to be so like you not breathing enough. Like,
Okay, so just making sure you've got the breath to last the full sentence. Okay?
But like that was just because you were so. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So making sure the breath carries. And finally, Leah, up you go. Here we go.
Well, God knows that we shall meet again. I have a painful fear through my veins and almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismissal scheme. I need must act alone. Oh, Kyle, what if this makes you two not worth it all? Shall I get married then tomorrow morning? No, I shall forbid it. What if this makes you? What if there be a poison? Which your prior sobly hath ministers have me dead? Lest in this marriage he should be dishonoured. Could he marry me before to Romeo? I fear it is. And yet methinks it should not, for he has still betrayed a holy man. How if I am laid in a tomb? I wait before the time that Romeo come and receive me. That's a fearful point.
Ah!